Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Taking a shot on the first play. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's gonna pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks, and the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Gonna let it fly. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And as he throws, that pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He's going to take off. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's got his man. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. The throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Henderson. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Feeling some heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Across the 25, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Trying to get to it. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. The pocket starts to collapse. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. By the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Buys a little time. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. To the air, it's Cook. The fake, and he wants to throw. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, and the ball's out on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team... momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Slings it downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The play action fake. Going up top. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Snagged in the middle, it's Burden. Open space at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And that pass intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy to scoop score 2 points the other way.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Unloads it left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Missouri!
Touchdown, Missouri. Number 1, Hall of Fame in the end zone.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
16.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here comes the option. Now the toss. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Missouri 21, Alabama 16.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
To the air, it's Cook. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it.